Parked at the days in and taking no days in. Don't need a vacation, I need a replacement. Busting the lights out soon as we came in. What are they talking about? What is pertaining? Need me a therapist to ask if I'm aging. Is it me? Do you feel caved in?
Alright boys, welcome back to another video, and as you boys see by the title, we are heading back to my hometown, and I haven't been here in so long. It's about 3 hours away from Miami. I originally grew up in Florida my entire life. You guys don't know yet where I'm from, but yeah, it's just gonna be a chill time sliding back there. So I got a few things planned for you guys, nothing too crazy. I'm just gonna show you guys around. Hopefully it can inspire you and motivate you to actually get out of your hometown, and of course move on to greater things in your life, because everybody always has a greater purpose to live for. I promise you, being in your hometown is the thing that will stray you away from that point of having that discomfort, and that discomfort that you are putting yourself in by moving to a new place will only force you to grow. It will only force you to level up. So always remember that if you want to level up, you have to be uncomfortable in your circumstance that you're currently in, so you can eventually become comfortable. And of course, without any sacrifice, there's no reward. But yeah, we're gonna be heading back to the hometown. I'm gonna bring my car back for the first time. And when I tell you guys that everybody looks at my car whenever I go back to my hometown, everybody looks at my car. Like, it's actually insane. I feel like I'm in a fucking Bugatti. Like, it's not even that crazy. I mean, you guys see the wrap, it looks pretty good right now, but when I would take it back, that's when I didn't even have a wrap. That's when it was just literally glossy black. I had no carbon fiber on it. It was literally just a plain M4. For the people that personally know me, you guys know that the hometown that I live in isn't the very best hometown. There's a lot of low class and middle class people, and not really anybody there has much going for their life. Everybody is literally a low life bum. Nobody really wants to push for greatness, and I feel like I'm just one of the people that happen to make it out of that place and, you know, actually advance their life, especially, you know, anywhere in my age group, which is, you know, anywhere from 4 years older, 4 years younger, maybe even 10 years older, to be honest, because there's not a lot of people that really make it out of there. But of course, today I'm gonna be showing you guys exactly what it's like, kind of just revisiting there. So without anything further to do, it is a 3-hour drive back. It is currently 4 o'clock right now, so I need to beat the 5 o'clock traffic, so I'm gonna get this drive going. All right, I'm not gonna lie, traffic is OD right now. I've been stuck in this traffic for like the past hour now. I'm literally not getting nowhere. If anybody knows Miami traffic, this shit is the worst traffic ever. But we'll get back to the hometown soon, but it's whatever, boys. Alright boys, as you guys can see, we are back at where it all started. Back at Publix. If you guys know about Publix, you guys probably know my entire journey and my entire come up. This is the job that I literally quit, and I decided to actually make that initial change within myself, because of course I knew if I wanted to actually do something better with my life, I would have to cut out the things that I'm currently doing and swap them with new things. So of course I had to get a job in order to make a little bit of money for myself, especially, you know, being in high school. I wanted still to be able to buy stuff for myself. I'm sure you guys are in that same exact position. So obviously I wasn't satisfied with the amount of money I was making. So due to that, I quit my job. I quit it on the spot, and I'll just put a couple screenshots up of me literally making this shit happen, because right now I'm back in my hometown pretty much after making it, and I'm gonna put it up on the screen right here of me literally manifesting this shit and pretty much making it happen. And I don't really believe in manifesting, but honestly I think I kind of have to believe it after this, because this is just crazy that I'm back at the job that I literally got paid $10 an hour for. I would have like $200 a week paychecks. Decided to start organic dropshipping, which is still what I exactly do to this day, if you guys are curious of what I even do. And literally 2 weeks after quitting my job, I ran up 20K that very next month. And of course, you know, not every single product that I do run, it's going to be a banger products, right? So after that product, I honestly think it was luck, but I still had a little bit of skill with, you know, creating content. So I kind of already knew the framework of how to go viral, and I was dropshipping just on and off for like a year before that, all back when I was literally just 16 years old, and I ended up making $20,000. But of course I had to test so many other products after that, in order to see, you know, my next product that, you know, was able to hit 20K, then 30K, and then 40K, all the way up to doing 60K being my highest month. And of course, by me starting organic dropshipping, that's literally how I've been able to just completely change my life in a whole entire 360. I mean, you guys can literally go on my Instagram highlights on my Instagram and you guys can see the entire journey and the entire process of me actually coming up. So of course, if you guys have not followed my Instagram yet, I'm gonna put it up on the screen. But yeah, it's getting to the end of the night, boys. I just had to show up and show you guys where I exactly used to work just because I felt like it was right. But now we're gonna be heading back home, so let's get it. All right, boys, it is the next day, and this is pretty much where it all started. This is the room I practically grew up in my entire life. I didn't really move into this house till I was like 13 years old, so obviously I lived in a different house. But now my bedroom is literally just a storage unit. But I mean, you guys can see the whole entire setup I had going on. This was my little office area. I just had my bed right here, and that was pretty much my bedroom. And this is exactly where I was pretty much founded. This is where I made every little thing that I've done up until this point that I'm currently at right now. And it's just kind of like crazy to see that, you know, you could really come from a very far way. Like, I started off with a little bedroom. Obviously, you guys know exactly where I live right now. It's pretty crazy, and it should pretty much show every single person that's watching this you can completely change your situation around in 2 years max time frame. Even though it took me a little longer since I've been doing what I'm doing right now for 4 to 5 years, I promise you, if you really want it, you could honestly change your life in a year to 2 years at the absolute most and get a majority of the things that you actually want in this life. You just have to be willing to put in the work, but that's the one thing that not a lot of people are willing to kind of put in. So just make sure if you really want it and you really have that true desire, let that desire that you have be the fire to fuel you. So whatever your ambitions may be, always have that on the back burner and just always remember that you're doing it for that reason. You're doing it to achieve that goal. And I promise you, if you always have those desires in your mind, you will be able to achieve anything. Like, if I didn't sit my ass right here every single day, and boys, when I tell you every single day, I sat here nonstop every single day. From the moment that I woke up, from the moment I went to bed, I would be sitting at my chair right there. And if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have made my first 6 figures, and I wouldn't have continuously been making money. Like, I would literally go to bed at like 7, 8 in the morning, wake back up at 1, 2 p.m. Yes, it's very unhealthy, but as soon as I woke up, I would get straight back to work. And you guys have to be willing to do the same thing, and you have to sacrifice every little thing that you're doing in your life currently in order to get the new life that you deserve. But you only deserve that life if you actually put in the work. So don't expect anything to just be handed to you if you're not going to be willing to put in the work. But yeah, boys, I'm probably going to go head out right now, maybe go grab something to drink. I really don't got much food in the crib, to be honest. I know you guys have been there where you go through the fridge, you go through the pantry, you're just looking around, there's just absolutely nothing there. So I'm gonna go grab a Celsius and I'm gonna go head over to Starbucks to get some work done, since I got a lot of work to do today still. I still yet to get days off. Every day there is always something important for me to do in order for me to advance to the next level, because of course, if I stop and I take a break, how am I supposed to get to the next level? How am I supposed to advance myself if I'm putting myself at a stopping point? So of course, always, every single day, I always have to be pushing the needle so I can continuously move up the ranks. So let's go hop in my car and let's get it. Alright, boys, so it is the next day. I got a little haircut. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, it's a little shorter, you know what I'm saying? But I just got back actually from getting my tires swapped out because I ended up almost getting a flat tire. I guess I've been using my tires so damn much where it's like, it started to get flat. Like, air was coming out because the tires were literally so damn bald, which I don't even know how that's possible. I thought I had a nail in my car the whole time. So I just had to drop a fat rack on getting literally just 2 tires. They did give me a little discount. They hooked the boy up a little bit. They took like $100 off. So if you guys are curious on how much tires are exactly on a M4, it's gonna cost you about like $2,000 flat for a set of new tires, 4 new tires. But yeah, I'm not really too sure where I kind of picked up the camera last, but right now I'm I'm just gonna go get a little bit of content. I think I did that in the last few clips. I'm not sure. Count me wrong, but I'm gonna go pick up my boy Kylie, and we're probably gonna go get some grub. I don't know, just drive around in the whip, because I feel like every time I come back to my hometown, especially when I bring my M4, it's like, I don't know, it's this different aura. And like, imagine this for you guys, right? Imagine you're driving the car you've always wanted to. You kind of got it specced out pretty good. Bring it back to your hometown where there's not a lot of, you know, flashy cars. It's not, you know, the Miami lifestyle where everybody sees Lambos, Ferraris, McLarens on a daily basis. You bring it back to your hometown, everyone's looking at you crazy. Like, I swear everyone looks at me like I have a Lambo here. I don't know if it's because it's just the M4 and there's not really too many nice cars here. Like, you guys can get a look. Not a nice car. Not a nice car right here. Like, there's no nice cars on the road at all. So obviously when I drive out, it feels like I'm literally in a supercar. Like, the amount of tension I get is actually crazy. And the crazy thing is that I used to be in the same exact position as them. I didn't drive the best car. If you guys have seen my car before, it was a Volkswagen Jetta. I literally got that car for like $12,000. And it just kind of shows that you could do literally anything you want to, as corny as it sounds. Yes, it sounds corny as shit, right? You could do anything you want if you put your mind to it. That is fucking facts, but obviously you can't just put anything to your mind. Of course, you have to put the steps in and actually take the action if you want to change your circumstance for the better. Obviously, I wanted to change my circumstance for the better, so what did I do? I took action. I learned one thing, mastered it completely, stuck to it for many years. I even stuck with it for up to a year of not even seeing results for pretty much the first year back when I started in 2020, which was just doing dropshipping in general. And then I got into organic dropshipping, which is obviously just driving organic traffic to my Shopify store, dropshipping the product. Got back into that in 2021. My first product, I made $20,000 that first month. Call it luck, probably. Honestly, it was, because after running like 7 to 8 products after that one, that's when I saw my next winner. So literally the first one was a banger, and then every single product after that was just complete ass. And I went through a big time period of going through like that drought stage of not making any money. I was like, oh yeah, this shit's dead. It was luck. It was just a one-time thing. But in the back of my mind, I felt like something was telling me it had to be God, because it was telling me that I had to just keep on going. I got to do it one last time before I actually give up. And I was literally about to give up. I was about to apply for a job at UPS. I was about to load boxes up on the back of a truck for $16 an hour. But I had something in my head that told me, okay, no, you have to go at it one more time. You have to do it one more time. What did I do? I ended up doing it one more time. Stuck with it for a few months without, you know, complaining or being like, oh, I'm not seeing any results, anything like that. And I saw the greatest point of success in my life. And ever since then, I've been just going crazy. I've been going at it. And I've just been improving so much drastically as a person. And not just with my financials, but, you know, with my physical health, my mental health. I'm just more of a well-rounded person, all from that one thought that told me to just keep pushing. So I'm not sure if you guys are in the same position, but if you guys feel like you're at that end point, I promise you, just keep fucking pushing. Just keep on going. And, you know, whenever problems come up in your way, just take that as an opportunity to grow. Every little fucking problem that you have in your life, any little thing that can be looked at as negativity, take that as an opportunity to grow. I'm gonna say it again. Any negativity or any problem that occurs in your life, take that as an opportunity to grow, because that is exactly where you will see the most amount of success in your life. I promise you, if you keep on going, you will see how green the grass is on the other side of the mountain. But just got to Kylie's crib, so probably gonna go get some food like I said, and yeah, let's get it, boys.
What up?
All right, so I just dropped off my boy. I didn't really film too much because we were just chopping it up, having good ass conversations. I'm sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, having a good ass conversation with your boys that you haven't seen in the longest time possible. But I'm now heading back home. I got a little dinner to attend later for my mom's birthday, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, boys, I just kind of wanted to show you where it all kind of started for me, because of course, I want you guys to know and understand that the whole point of me making this video is so you guys see how possible it is. I don't come from, you know, the best environment ever. I mean, you guys can kind of see, you know, the type of area I'm from. Obviously, it's not no crazy town with a bunch of money. Not everybody has a nice car. Like, anyone living here has every expectation of being unmotivated. There's nothing to be motivated about in this town at all. And of course with me, I didn't want it better for myself. I didn't want the same life that everybody else is living. And I always get this question, who is your role model, this and that? I didn't have any role models growing up. I didn't have anybody to look up to because the area that I'm from, I was only surrounded by people that I simply just did not want to be like. And it's as simple as that. I didn't want to be like anyone else at all. A little kid just wanted me to take off, I'm not gonna lie. That shit was funny. I should have got him, but anyways, I didn't want to be like anybody in my hometown, so I had to create the version of myself that I could look up to and that I wanted to look up to as a kid, right? The person that I shaped myself into becoming now is the person that I inspired to look up to. It's the person that I inspired to be like. And I think everybody should have that same type of idea and same type of goal in your mind. Of course, it's good to have role models, but simply craft yourself into the best version possible. Picture yourself inside of your head. Picture every little specific thing, the car they drive, the area that they live in, the way that they act, their entire demeanor, the way that they look, every little thing to a T, and have that ideal version of yourself be your role model. Like, I promise you for a fact, I did not want to be like these people right here sitting on a motorcycle. I did not want to be like this guy right here in this truck. I didn't want to be this guy in the truck. I did not want to be this person driving a car like that or a car like this. So of course, once I kind of realized every little thing of the person I wanted to look up to, I decided to become that person. I decided to take the action and take the steps and do the things that that person would. I had nobody saving me. I had nobody giving me that helping hand of, okay, you have to do this, you have to do that. I had to go through years of trial and error. And that's pretty much when I decided to start every little thing that I'm doing right now. I started everything that I'm doing probably back in high school, my sophomore year, going on into my junior year. And that's really where I saw the biggest change. I started to act on the habits that would only benefit my future. I didn't do the things anymore that, you know, kind of progress my future in a much slower process. I didn't do the things that would slow me down. I stopped playing video games. I stopped smoking weed. I stopped hanging out with the wrong friends. I started doing the right things every single day. I stopped watching content on YouTube or Instagram, TikTok, whatever it was that wasn't elevating me to the person that I wanted to become. So of course, the only thing I could do from there is take the right little steps of action in order to become the person that I wanted to become. And that's exactly what I did. And it's so easy to fuck up. It's so easy to be influenced by your negative environment. Of course, for me, it wasn't a quick change right away. As soon as I realized I wanted a better life for myself, it took time. And I'm sure you guys can relate to that as well, for the people that know exactly what I'm talking about and that are feeling the same type of emotions that I'm feeling. It takes time in order to get to the next point of your life that seems much greater than the current point that you're at right now. But just always know that everything good in life always comes with patience. There's never going to be something that is something good of value that you can, you know, earn quick. If you're gonna get quick money, you're gonna lose it all. If you get a girl too quick, she's probably gonna end up playing you. If you take steroids trying to build more muscle and have a better looking body, it's gonna come with consequences. You're gonna have your health be put at a risk. So every single thing in life, just remember this: anything that comes quick is not always going to be the best thing for you. So sometimes you have to just say, okay, I'm gonna put my foot down. I'm gonna take 2 steps back to move 5 steps forward. Don't expect every time to just move 1 step ahead, 1 step ahead, 2 steps ahead, and not expect to go back. And always remember, the journey to greatness for you, it will take time. You will go through so many problems. You will go through so many different things that you were not expecting at all. And that's the beauty of it. And that's why I tell everybody who wants to get into any type of entrepreneurship is that they need to love the process. They need to love the journey, because the journey is the one thing. If they don't love it, they will not reach the end of that journey. They will simply just quit. And that's why you see a lot of people become entrepreneurs and they just quit. Because why? It's because they simply did not fall in love with the journey. They didn't fall in love with making those mistakes that were supposed to give them an opportunity to seek growth, but instead they took it as, okay, it doesn't work. It's a dead business model, or this in general just doesn't work. Let me just focus on something that's stable, that has less problems, and maybe I could create a better life for myself. That is not how anything good in life works. Everyone who has ever seen any type of success in their life has had a handful amount of problems. So don't expect anything to come easy to you, because everything in life that is hard to obtain will take a long amount of time to get. And of course, yes, for some people, it may come a little easier. It may just be something that, you know, takes them much quicker of a time than it kind of took you. But at the end of the day, you just always have to be willing to trust God's plan. And this is the one thing that I want to preach to you guys that I wish I kind of knew from the beginning of my journey. I wasn't really too knowledgeable of God. I didn't know anything about God. But once I started to put my faith in him, once I started to understand who the Lord is, that is slowly when my life started to take a completely 180-degree turn for the better. That's when my life was doing the best. And I will always trust God's plan. And I want you guys to always trust God's plan as well, that everything that is going on in your life right now, whether if it's good, whether if it's bad, it's for a bigger purpose. It's for a bigger reason. So please always understand that even throughout all the hard times, it is not going to be the end, boys. There's always a greater picture for you. And once you climb that mountain, you will simply see that the grass is greener. But not only is the grass greener, there will be another mountain to climb. You will not be satisfied. So of course, as you go up along the ranks and up along your journey, just be grateful for each little thing that you have. I promise you, God will not reward you. He does not see that you are grateful for the things that you have right now. Then why would he reward you? Why would he give you more if you're not happy with the things that you're currently getting? And of course, always stay hungry, but just always know that you need to be grateful for the things that you have, especially when you are receiving things that other people don't have. There's always something to be grateful for in your life, whether if that's you driving a shitty car. I promise you, there's probably someone that wish they drove that shitty car. But yeah, boys, I just got back into my neighborhood area, but I hope everybody enjoyed this video. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure you guys click that subscribe button down below. We are on the come up. I want to hit 20,000 subs by the end of the summer. So each and every one of you guys' support would be greatly appreciated for me. And we are going to Dubai next week. So like I said, make sure you turn on those post notifications because you guys will not want to miss out that content whenever I go to Dubai. But yeah, without anything else more needing to be said, make sure you guys like the video if you haven't already. Comment something that you guys want to see next in the future. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuce.